Oji, and here with me is.
Mr. Tochku.
It's really a privilege having you around today, sir.
The pleasure is mine.
All right, you look good, anyways.
You
I must
too. You
comment.
look great.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, I will start by commending your company. You people have been all over the internet, and I have done my research. You people have been commended by a lot of people about your credibility and integrity.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir, you people are doing great. Okay, I would want to ask you some questions, okay, about real estate because a lot of people who are out there that want to keen into this business really don't have much idea about what it entails.
Yeah.
So I would like to ask you some questions about real estate
It's
because
fine.
I see you are grounded on this.
Hopefully, yeah.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to ask you, sir, Mr. Sochukwu, where are your sites located in Abuja?
Oh, okay. We have different sites in Abuja. We actually have three, but by the grace of God, recently we added another three.
Wow.
So the site locations includes Airport Road, just behind the NIPCO police station, the very close proximity to the expressway. We have in Kuje, also a very good proximity to the airport, international airport. We have in Karo, it's just a hilltop, giving this city view of Karo. It's also very just few steps away from EFCC,
Wow.
and we also have in like the new allocations we have in Lifecam. We also have in Apo and Kabusa.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. All right, if my clients who I have on ground would want to keen into this project, what are the available sizes of land do you have?
Oh, our sizes of land ranges from 500 square meters to 180 square meters.
Okay.
That is in the descending format. So these sites, like I said, it depends on the estates. Like Apple Prime View Estates, which is Airport Road, is just two sizes, which is 400 square meters and 300 square meters for two prototypes.
Okay.
Then also the sizes in Kuje, it also varies because that one as well is 500 square meters and 300 square meters.
Okay.
The one in Karo has three sizes, which are 500 square meters, 300 square meters, and 180 square meters.
Oh, that's awesome, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Tochukwu, another question I have for you is there any primary development coming to this your site? Like, is there any new developments that if I would want to acquire a property with you people, what are the infrastructures
Okay.
that you think that is coming towards that your
Yeah.
area? Yes.
Yeah, that question is actually key because it's one of the major things every
look out
investors
for.
would want to look out for
Yeah.
because they don't want to go in this to tie their money in a place whereby nothing is happening.
Exactly.
So for our site or our estate, where the infrastructures are actively being put to place, it depends the estates. Like in private estates, basically all the infrastructures is
Wow.
being
Wow.
has been fixed. When I say has been fixed, that includes the underground drainage system, the borehole, the provision for electricity, the fencing has been done. And as I speak to you in terms of development, a lot of investors that has bought property from us, they've started their foundations to the PC level. In fact, they are building. Yeah,
Wow.
so that place is fast developing, and the same applies to every other estate. Unless in few cases where some of them are wishing to use it for, different investment purpose.
Mr. Tochukwu, you have answered so well.
Yeah, thank
If
you.
I may ask, what are the proximity to this your site properties? Like, what are the nearest? When you are acquiring a property, you would like to know, or let's say you want to go into business, you would like to know: is it close to the markets? Is it close to the bank? Like, if you would want to do your daily activities, does it involve around that area you can easily, have access to?
Okay, yeah. When you talk of proximity, our estate has a very good proximity to major landmarks. Yeah, to major landmarks. And I stated earlier, the locations we also determine the proximity to the landmarks. So for that of Kuje, talking about proximity, it has a very good proximity to the international airports. Then when you talk of Primeview Estate, it has a very good proximity to the Apple Lube ShopRite and the Glory Dome, even Akko Market and every other thing, and a few minutes away to the city center. Then talking of proximity for Caro proximity is just very few minutes drive to Asukoro, so it has a very good proximity.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, Mr. Tochukwu. Another question is, what are the land titles of this your property? Is it a C of O? Is it RO of O? Explain more about that.
Okay, our title document is actually RFO, FCDA rectified.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That means
it's
it's
actually,
approved by government.
yeah, it's approved such that you go to your AGs, you can actually make a verification. You see it on the search.
It's not the one which will come and
No, no,
demolish
no, no, no,
tomorrow.
no, that's a
Alright,
toll.
sir.
That's a toll. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, if my investors would want to keen into this your project, is there a method like a provision where you people make for people who don't have the money complete and they would want to vent into this investment?
Very well.
Like a flexible payment method.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
We do.
what are the initial deposits for this
Well,
flexible
the initial
payment?
deposit is just 50% down payment. Then the
Oh.
balance can be spread across in 6 months.
Wow, wow. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. How soon, if my client would want to keen into this project, how soon do you think we can start our pro?
Immediately, ASAP.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. If we want to resell as well, like land banking and investment.
Yeah, if you want to resell, fine. You just give us the time. There is a time interval, where
Mhm.
you get your return on investments. So once you key into the project, we're going to give you the papers, the time, so you get to see how it works.
Oh,
Then once is that time, you're sure of your return on investment, because like we all know, real estate is the only investment that can give you the most or the highest return on
I see.
investment.
Because a lot of people now are actually into real estate.
Of course,
but
yes.
now it makes the audience don't really know the one that is scam and the one that is legit.
That's why they need to do their due diligence. I always advise people, don't be quick to buy properties from people, not even if the person is your relative or your brother.
Exactly.
You don't do business based on emotions.
Exactly,
You do
that's
business based on the
validity.
profit, yes, the validity, the genuity, everything, because you're actually investing your money there. So you don't just do based on emotions. So I tell people, ensure you carry out your due diligence before you.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming around on this our podcast, Mr. Tochukwu.
My pleasure.
Thank you for coming around. All right. What advice do you have for my audience who would want to get into this project?
Okay, my advice to you guys is that you see, don't snooze on investing in real estate. Real estate is a gold mine. No matter your age, once you have the opportunity, this should be something you should be thinking of. And this applies to both gender, not just the male alone. You women out there, real estate is still for you. Don't be waiting and say, after all, my husband is going to buy the properties we need.
Exactly. Women
I'm
especially.
telling you, you can also get and acquire your property for yourself. And one thing you can as well still do for yourself, don't wait to buy. Once you have the means, key into it immediately, because procrastination is a pill that will make you never to achieve anything in life. So take the bold step today. And one disadvantage about procrastination, it will make you to buy at a more costly price tomorrow. So key in today, come to Advocate Realty, a place whereby your investment is secured. And I assure you that the comfort which you seek, you'll see and you get it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tochukwu. You have answered so well.
All right, thank you.
All
so
right,
much.
to you listeners, you have heard from the horse's mouth. You can get into this project. Real estate can never be underrated. Thank you so much for being with us on this podcast, and see you next time. Bye.